Guys, welcome to Heidi's Homestead. Today we are going to do a pineapple upside down cake, and these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need half a cup of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, um, 1 can of a 15 a 1 20-ounce can of pineapple slices. I don't have the 20-ounce, but I do have the 15, so I'm just going to reserve a little bit of the juice of one of the cans. Half a cup of pecans, which I have somewhere, and you're going to need 3 eggs, large, at room temperature, and you want them to be separated, so egg yolks and egg whites separated. 1 cup of sugar, I have it right here. I got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I have vanilla paste. I don't have vanilla extract. I actually got to buy some, but I don't have it here. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and the maraschino cherries, which I have over there. All right, let's get this cake started. Okay, so here I have my pan. So what we're gonna do is we are going to melt our butter. Melt our butter with our brown sugar, so we almost like a syrup, like a syrup, basically a brown sugar syrup. I'm gonna open my can of pineapple, and I'm gonna go grab a spatula. Oh, right here. Found one. Okay. So we're gonna melt this, and then we are going to add brown sugar. All right. I'm gonna have this melt first, and then I'll bring you back. All right. So my butter is melted basically. So just gonna add my brown sugar, and for the pineapple juice, you're actually gonna need just 1/3 cup um, of the pineapple juice. So just keep that in mind. Just want to melt this. Melt it really good. Just like that. I love pineapple upside down cake. It's just, it screams summer to me. And there's different versions that you can make that I'll probably make in the upcoming days. I want to try a peach one. There's an apple one. And there is all different types. A cherry type that I want to try too. All right. So there. I'm gonna let that get a little bit bubbly so it could come together, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so my brown sugar is done. Now I'm just gonna move this to my pan. Okay, so now I am going to add the brown sugar with the butter, and it will separate, and once it bakes it's gonna come together, so don't worry about that. So I'm just gonna mix that just like that. Perfect. Okay. And now we're going to add our pineapple rings. Just like that. Make it look pretty. Beautiful. There you go. And put one in the middle. Beautiful. And now we're going to add our cherries. And then it's right there in the middle. Classic summer dessert. Top it off with vanilla ice cream or butter pecan ice cream. And this cake was actually very popular in the 50s. I'm gonna open this. And then the pecans are optional. You don't need to add them if you don't want to, or if you're allergic or you don't like them. But I just like a little crunch. And just like that. So there it goes. That's beautiful. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to show you how to make the batter for the cake. So we are going to beat our egg yolks for about 5 minutes. We want them thick and almost like lemon curd texture. So I'm going to start beating them. And then I'll bring you back once I am done beating it. Okay, so my eggs are still going, and I still want them to be a little bit more thick and a little bit more paler, but they are getting there. So in here, I'm going to add slowly my sugar. And then your vanilla extract or your vanilla bean paste. I don't have vanilla extract, so I'm just going to add vanilla bean paste. And there you go. All right. And then we are going to add our reserve pineapple juice. And like I said, you're just going to need 1/3 of a cup of the pineapple juice. All right. Let that mix in well. I'm going to go grab a spatula. I'll be right back. But you want to keep this going. And just going to grab my spatula here. And all right, so I'm just going to turn it off for now. And I'm just going to scrape everything down. Make sure everything is mixing very well. Okay. Oh, and this smells so good. It smells like vanilla. And the eggs and the sugar. Perfect. Just like that. All right. All right. So I'm going to turn this on again. And we are going to add slowly our dry ingredients, our baking powder, our salt, and our flour. and just let it mix. Just like that. All right. So just like that. And we're going to let this mix well. So everything is well mixed. I'm going to stop it. And then we are just going to scrape everything down, and just making sure everything is well combined. We don't want any pockets of flour in our batter. And there. One more mix. And I actually want to get this flour that's on top of the paddle attachment. All right, and that looks good. So if you have another bowl, go ahead and use it. But we need to blend up our egg whites. I don't have another bowl, so I have to clean this one so I can use this one. Or if you have a hand blender, go ahead and use that. I don't have a hand blender, or maybe I do. I think I do. I'm not gonna look for it. I'd rather just wash this and use this. All right, so we're just gonna move this. Now I can see all those vanilla beans in my paddle attachment. Okay, so make sure everything is well mixed. Make sure that everything is off the paddle attachment. Oh, and I have my oven it's already heated at 375. Make sure it's preheated already so that you won't have to wait on it. All right, so all I'm going to do is transfer my batter into this bowl right here. And that is because I don't have another KitchenAid bowl. So if you have two, then go ahead, bring the two. All right, so that is looking pretty good. Make sure everything is in here. Maybe I could have grabbed a smaller bowl, but that's okay. Use what we have, what I took out. Because I have a lot of bowls of different sizes, and I got the biggest one thinking that I was going to need it. Alright. And if you're using the same bowl, make sure it is cleaned well, because if you don't clean it well, your whites are not going to blend properly or stiff properly. So now that my bowl is clean, I'm going to whisk up the egg whites. You want to whisk them up on high speed. And you want to make sure, if you're using the same bowl, to wash it really well, but also dry it. You don't want to use a wet bowl when you're whisking your egg whites. All right, so I'm going to do this on high speed, and we want these to be on, they're ready when they're at stiff peaks. So we're going to do high, and we want stiff peaks whites. So it should take about 3 to 4 minutes, and I'll bring you back once it's done. But look, they're foaming up. It's very important to have them at room temperature too. It's just going to make it easier for you to have them foam up quickly. All right, I'll bring you back once this is done. Well, actually, it's probably going to take here soon. It's actually almost there, so I'll just leave you here. You see how fast it didn't even take 3 minutes to do. And I think they might be done. And you don't even need to add cream of tartar to make this thick. You just need a clean bowl with a room temperature egg whites. Okay, and this still needs a little bit more because I want them to be stiff peaks. Okay. Almost there. Just a tiny bit. Okay, yes. These are stiff peak, as you can see. That's what you want. All right. I'm going to put this away and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so now that my egg whites are the way I want them to be, we are going to gently fold in our egg whites into our egg yolk batter. And gently, because we don't want to we don't want to, what's that word, deflame, not deflame, but you know what I mean. So just gently fold in the egg whites. Just like that. Just fold it in. Don't mix it, just fold it. Just like that. And then I'm going to add my other half. And these eggs are fresh from my chickens out there. All right. And there you go. Put that there. And we'll finish folding it. Just like that. Make sure everything is well mixed, but without mixing it, folding it. We're going to keep those egg whites still fluffy and not deflame them. I think that's the right word, right? I don't know, but all right. And that is done. And now we have our beautiful pan. And now we're just gonna put it in the pan. Oh, this smells so good. I can smell that pineapple juice, that vanilla. It smells like summer, like a Hawaiian party, like the tropics. Oh. And then we're just gonna evenly You want to put every little bit into the pan. And there you go. All right, so we're gonna bake this for about 30 to 35 minutes, or into a toothpick comes out clean, or whatever you test your cakes with. So about 30 to 35 minutes, or do the toothpick test, and then if it comes out clean, it's done. All right, so in a 375-degree oven. All right, so that is there. And I'm going to put this in the oven, and then once this is done, I'll bring you back. So my cake is done. I'm going to let this sit for 10 minutes, and then we are going to turn it and see how it comes out. We are going to turn our cake over. You want to be careful because it's still very hot. And then I'm just going to tap it. And hopefully it comes out. It's hot. Very, very hot. So I'm just gonna let it just come down. I need a knife. And hopefully everything did. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And that is the pineapple upside down cake. Looks gorgeous. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make this recipe, it's delicious.